Welcome to Teams That Win Big, the 5 simple shifts to create a culture of excellence, get your team performing at their best, and retain all your clients. This is for anyone that leads or manages teams in professional services organizations and are feeling stuck or burned out. Managers, executive directors, and VPs that lead people. If this is you, then stay right here. In the next 45 minutes, here's my promise to you. I'm going to show you how to lead your team to ensure 100% customer retention, how to unplug at the end of the day without having your phone blowing up every night, how to turn your team to become A player performers, how to manage your stress and anxiety so that you can sleep well each and every night, how to delegate and empower your team so that you can spend time on things like family, vacations, and the work you only want to do. You'll learn how to delegate with ease so you can focus on the big picture and to turn that angry boss into a delighted boss. My promise to you is what I'll share with you is the step-by-step system so that your team can fire on all cylinders, perform at their best, and that you can retain your customers and get your life back. Does this sound like you? Do you come home at night stressed out about your team's performance? Do you worry about burning out or your team burning out? Do you lose sleep at night worried about the next client leaving you? Do you feel like you are flailing as a leader? Do you fantasize about leaving your job and heading off on that permanent vacation? Are you worried that your anxiety is impacting your team's engagement? Do you sense that there's just so much more to your leadership than you have uncovered? Here's the big question, though. Are you secretly scared that if you don't take action soon and make changes, you're going to lose your clients, your job, and your employees will flee? The real problem is this: you haven't made the shifts. Let's talk about these shifts, and once you make them, you'll sleep well again. You'll see your team thrive. You will hear feedback from your boss and team letting you know that you are a rock star leader. Family dinners will have you sharing the successes of your day and you being present with your family. You will have renewed confidence in yourself and your team. You'll be one of the lucky ones that love their job. Vacations will be vacations, full of fun, rest, and adventure. You're going to hear of your team getting promotions and hear praise from your clients regarding the performance of your team. Who am I? My name is Chris Bittinger. I'm an experienced, certified executive coach, a chief learning officer, and a former executive. I've helped over 500 managers and executives throughout my career. Here's how we discover the 5 shifts. Let's dive deeper. These are the 5 shifts you've got to take to retain your clients, improve engagement of your team, and reduce burnout by 25%. I'm going to walk you through these 5 shifts. The first shift is lead from who you are. This is all about dialing up or dialing down your strengths and weaknesses, because you might believe that you've got to change your personality and design to become a great influencer. Honesty with yourself and your team is key. Gratitude for your design, because becoming someone else is exhausting and it's uninspiring. When you lead someone else's cause or try to put on someone else's strengths, you become emotionally exhausted and ineffective. I actually did this for part of my career, and it drained me. Let me tell you about Chris, who's an education leader. He came to me feeling like he had to become someone else or take on the personality of his leader to be effective. He was exhausted and ineffective. We helped him see that the best path forward was to embrace his design And in a few short weeks, the weight was lifted and he and his team turned a corner. After working with me and deciding to lead from who he was and embrace his divine design, he led his team to hit their goals. And most importantly, 1 year later, he and his team are thriving and still hitting their goals. The second shift is that we have to change our environment. See, performance is a culmination of the individual and the environment. You see, you as the leader are the Spotify station they tune into every single day. And I'm wondering what station you want them to tune into, or what station are you tuning into every day? The leader sets the tone. What kind of tone are you setting, and what kind of tone do you want to set? Because research shows that the environment has a great impact on employee engagement. Meet Dave. The problem with Dave, he came to me as this super smart chemist and engineer, results oriented and on the way up, yet his team felt alienated and disregarded. His environment was one of fear and intensity. What happened after working with us is that in a few short weeks, he shifted his beliefs and behaviors to change that working environment. It went from him telling people what to do to coaching his team to reach their potential. The outcome is that his behavior changed the environment. It shifted from telling to development, from speaking to listening, from statements to questions, from unstated standards to clear expectations. After our work together, he was promoted to a senior VP level. He said, "Thank you for your coaching that I still apply today. It made all the difference." So again, changing the environment. You have to change yourself to set the right tone in the office. I'm going to show you how to pump up the right station to ensure the environment is thriving so that your clients are retained and burnout is gone. Your team is mirroring your behavior and performance, which creates the environment. The key here, though, is we've got to think about the secret sauce, which is the Calm Creator method. The Calm Creator method is shifting from the old way of doing all this. It's the flurry of activity without vision. Reading more books, more training, more frameworks, more groups, more training techniques, mindfulness, or more assessments. The problem with these is that they assume that content builds competence, that one prescription heals the diseases, and that the next technique will finally allow you to retain your clients and empower your team and reduce burnout. The new way is this. It's 3 R's: results, relationships, and recovery. Results is about retention of clients and employees, which is all about the dollars. Relationships is about your clients, your team, and family. And recovery is all about removing burnout entirely. This is the new way. It's no more books, manuals, and assessments. It's the Calm Creator. It works because it's a process, because it drives certainty and confidence. Leaders can return to this process each and every time. Without results, we aren't speaking the language of business, which is money. Without relationships, all great things that happen in business happen through relationships with our teams and our clients. And without recovery, it's all work and no play. Remember, calm creates clarity, and clarity creates calm. Meet Brittany. Brittany felt frustrated because she was exceptional at getting stuff done in a flurry of activity and energy. Her boss was frustrated about her team's performance and negative feedback. She was worried that she might get tired or demoted. The solution, after deploying the Calm Creator method, she was clear and calm, which improved the environment. Her team and clients were retained. She upskilled, which built her confidence as a leader, and her boss was delighted. 1 year later, she was promoted, still with the same company, and her team is performing better than ever. Just a few weeks ago, I saw her and she was thriving and clear. Shift number 4 is about accelerating accountability. Here's how we do that. You can make all these shifts, but if you want to retain your clients, see your team nail their goals, and reduce burnout faster, you need to accelerate accountability, because acceleration is about the ability to reach a high speed, and accountability is stating and upholding performance expectations again and again and again. Just keep it simple. Accelerating accountability is about retaining your clients, improving team performance, and reducing burnout faster by clarifying expectations for yourself and your team through a streamlined process, and calling on your team to meet and exceed those expectations with the right resources, which we will show you. It works because you want to win and your team wants to win. Individuals want to win, and they just need to know what is expected to win and how they can. It starts with you. You need to be personally accountable. My clients accelerate accountability all the time, and their clients are retained and their teams are engaged. This happened with Pete because he came to us frustrated that his team's performance was inconsistent and spotty. Once he looked in the mirror and held himself personally accountable to clarify performance expectations, the team began moving forward. He ended each and every meeting with a team meeting that clarified their commitments and the next meeting follow-ups. His team now shows up to each meeting ready to share progress on performance commitments, and he is at rest knowing his team is doing what is expected. It started with personal accountability, which led to accelerating accountability on his team. The team trusts him and wants to perform well for him. 1 year later, he was promoted to their largest office, meeting gross profit and revenue targets. The last shift is that we have to invest in coaching. Investing in coaching means that you get 2 things: new ideas and accountability. Really, everyone should have a coach. There's probably new ideas right now that came in and wouldn't have been there if you didn't take time for this webinar. It works because of mindset, action, and outcomes. That's the process. If you are not happy, you need a new mindset, a new plan, and accountability. You need a coach. If you retain 100% of your clients, that bonus will cover the costs. If you don't have to hire again, you're going to save money on recruiters and the time spent to find someone, the finder's fees, all of that. You'll save it. Over my career, I've personally invested at least $250,000 in coaching, training, and formal certifications. Every single time it was a big decision. This investment will pay for itself, especially if you retain your clients and your team. Just to summarize, I promised you today how to lead your team to ensure 100% customer retention, how to turn your team to become A-player performers, how to eliminate burnout for you and your team, how to retain your team so you don't have to hire and fire anymore, how to delegate and empower your team so that you can spend time on things like family, vacations, and the work you only want to do, and how to delegate with ease so you can sit back and watch them win, increase profits, and you can focus on the big picture. What you need to win are the 5 shifts. Remember to lead from who you are, to change that environment. Use that secret sauce, which is the Calm Creator method. Accelerate accountability and invest in a coach. These 5 shifts alone are enough to propel you to 100% client retention and no team burnout. But you have a choice now. You can take this info and forget it, keep reading the books, doing the same thing, laying away at night, or if you want to retain your clients and never hire again, sleep well, and not burn out, we can help you because our team has set aside time in the next 48 hours to speak with you personally about how you can apply these ideas to your business today. Whatever your biggest challenges are, we've seen it, we know how to work through it. And on the phone session for 45 minutes, we will work with you to craft a game plan to hit that retention goal, the engagement goal, and the goals for the year, whether that's 100% client retention or improved engagement or no burnout. The cost for that is absolutely free. We do this because we love what we do. I had a career crisis in 2012, and I learned through that crisis that I love to see people win and achieve goals. I love to coach people to success. Go to thecalmcreator.com/apply to schedule your session. Thank you for attending today, and good luck.